安省貴湖市離多倫多市中心以西約100公里，離基秦拿滑鐵盧地區以東28公里。貴湖市犯罪率低，環境潔淨，而且生活質素良好，因此經常喺各項全國最適宜居住城市調查中名列前茅。貴湖市人口按年增長大約2%，係全國增長速度第4大城市。據2006年加拿大人口普查所示，貴湖市有114943名居民，預料到2027年人口將會達到175000至195000人。貴湖大學建立於1964年，由安省政府通過法案，將安大略農業學院 OAC 同埋安大略獸醫學院 OBC 以及麥當勞學院 McDonald Institute 合併而成貴湖大學。當中嘅安大略獸醫學院 OBC 更加係目前加拿大全國5間獸醫學院之一，亦都係安省唯一嘅獸醫學院。貴湖大學提供超過90個主修科、13個榮譽學位以及63個海外遙距課程。根據 McLean 雜誌，貴湖大學排名係加拿大第4嘅全面性大學，更加喺1999年、2002年、2003年、2006年同埋2007年度在此排名名列第1。高運輸公司亦都有提供來回貴湖大學同埋貴湖市長途巴士站嘅巴士路線。貴湖市人口不斷增長，對樓房需求日益增加，加上學生眾多，對高品質住宅單位需求甚殷。
Hello, my name is Scott Higgins, Vice President of HIP Development, and we're pleased to announce the launch of our Solstice condominium project in Guelph, Ontario. Guelph is a vibrant and growing community of 120,000 people, located just 70 kilometers west of the GTA and 30 kilometers east of Waterloo. We were attracted to this community given its large and growing university. The University of Guelph has over 22,000 students and consistently ranks one of the highest comprehensive universities in Canada. And we were fortunate to acquire a site in close proximity to the university to bring forward a condominium project that's based on an investment property approach. We are marketing these units to investors that want to enjoy the strong cash flow that comes with investing in student housing properties. And we're really the first to do it in Guelph. This model has been proven out in Toronto and in Waterloo, but Guelph is 5 or 7 years behind that, and so this really is the first opportunity to get in at the ground floor of this type of housing growth throughout the province. When we looked at developing this site, the appeal was, while it was in an urban environment and you could walk to shops and restaurants and bars in the university, it backed onto over 300 acres of conservation land. So the enjoyment of city lifestyle and country lifestyle uniquely combines on this site, to where the residents can certainly enjoy both an urban feel and some peace and quiet with some walking trails and biking trails for their enjoyment. The University of Guelph is certainly a growing university. It's grown over 5% each year. It's now 22,000 undergraduate students. And the unique part with Guelph is most of those students come from outside of Guelph. So we convened a market study that showed there was 13,000 students living off campus in Guelph. Guelph has no structured student housing, so those students live in townhouses, single detached homes, and those types of things, whereas in most university towns, there are new and modern buildings with condo amenities these students want to live in. And Solstice provides that. We've had a tremendous response from the student population base already, sort of lining up to lease their units in the 2015 school year. And we're just overwhelmed with that demand. They see this as modern architecture, as new concrete construction, high-end amenities in the building, high-end finishes in the suites. The days of a basement apartment are over, and the students demand a much better product, a much safer product, and that's certainly what Solstice provides. So that investment return is based on the cash flow that you'll receive from the tenants leasing your suites. We have 3 and 4 bedroom suites, all with en-suites per bedroom. And so we project those rents to be $1,700 to $2,300 a month, which is roughly $575 to $585 per month per student. That's what the current market is paying for high-end product in Guelph. So we are not projecting a big increase in rents over the next 2 years. We're actually being more conservative in our pro forma and showing you what the students are paying right now for that quality of suite in the marketplace. We then subtract off your expenses like property taxes, condo fees, insurance, repairs and maintenance. And we take conservative assumptions there to show what your actual cash flow from the investment is. The 40% returns are based on that cash flow on the basis of a 20% down payment, so roughly $55,000 on the suite. And so that return is then your free cash flow, and these do generate positive cash flow. You will not be out of pocket monthly to fund the suite. The tenants will pay more than enough to cover the expenses and your mortgage payment. And then we put in a capital appreciation factor. Basically, getting in on the ground floor, your unit will go up in value. We will increase pricing through this program, and as well, the market will consistently perform. And the Guelph real estate market has done about 5% year over year in price increases, so it's been a very strong market. And part of that is because it lies just on the western edge of the GTA, and the supply and competition in the Toronto market is so intense that just driving that extra 45 minutes, you get tremendous amount of value. Our pricing is under $300 per square foot. And that just shows you the type of value. I mean, $600, $650 or north of that in Toronto. In the Waterloo market, you're seeing student housing projects like this in this $350 to $360 a square foot range, and we're significantly less in Guelph. And we're less because it's the first project of its kind in Guelph, and we want to reward the investors for coming in early with us on this. You will see growth. A 3-bedroom, 3-bath student investment in Waterloo in a new condo product would be around $400,000. Our pricing is $270 to $290. And so you can see there's lots of growth in the market, and we're going to prove that growth. You'll see it with the student demand in the building. You'll see it with rent increases. You'll see it with investors wanting to purchase these units when they're complete. So we feel that we've left a lot on the table for early investors to enjoy strong returns over the next 2 or 3 years, and then consistent returns thereafter, because it'll be a very in-demand building in Guelph.
Our philosophy has been deeply rooted in honesty, integrity, and pride of workmanship. This is something that has been handed down to me by my grandfather, and my grandfather to my dad and to me. And this is the kind of people that they were, and this is the kind of person that I am. HIP, H-I-P, stands for honesty, integrity, pride of workmanship. And that's the name of the development company. We really want to be able to, as time goes by, when we drive down the streets, be proud to say to our kids and our grandkids, I built that, and I built that, and I built that. And clearly that is something that all of my partners in Waterloo have also adopted, which makes it almost the dream team. You know, I've been blessed with an incredible group of young people, and that work with me and primarily work for themselves now, because I'm slowly migrating out. I plan to turn it over to youth, because it's important to surround yourself with youthful people and to let youth run with things. When my partner David and I started the company years ago, we always said we would never hire anyone older than us. It would always be young people. And we've been blessed with that. We have very few senior people older than us that work for us. It's all youth, and that's what makes it happen. Construction typically is a young man's sport. You know, it's only young people who have energy and strength do construction. So it was a natural fit for us to adopt that philosophy. The philosophy doesn't change, so it takes a little while for young people to adopt that philosophy. They quickly understand that that's the way to go, that has been clearly a reflection of our success over the last 10 years, because the succession plan has been a 10-year exercise, and the young people that have come up to take over have in fact adopted that philosophy, and they see it themselves. I've always been a delegator, and I think it's very, very important to understand how to delegate and to not micromanage. And most of the young guys that are around me have learned that from me, and they themselves now are becoming very good delegators, allowing people to exploit themselves from their own mistakes to be better people and move forward without being punished for making those mistakes. And that to me is the key to success, right? The key to success. If a person doesn't make mistakes, they don't know really where they stand, right? They really are walking in a vacuum, is my belief. So where the company is going in exactly the same fashion, moving forward with that attitude. And as we embark in new ideas and new things like development, land purchasing, development of architecture in many different forms, from commercial to residential. We look at the way that we conducted ourselves to develop this exactly the same way, and we're seeing the success already. We're seeing that that's the way to do it. We don't have to be greedy to be successful, right? We can be modest in our approach to profits and provide good product that we can be proud of and that people who occupy these places will be proud of. That's very important to us. I get some pushback sometimes that maybe we're giving too much for too much value for the money, but at the end of the day, I think we're happy that we've made those decisions, that we've given more than what the person expects.
貴湖市大學城尊貴豪華柏文 Solstice 浩天華庭位於綠草如茵保育區，公車快線每10分鐘直達貴湖大學，3睡房及4睡房單位，每間臥室都有浴室套間，發展商包租1年，免費管理1年，投資回報最高可達40%，售價只由269000起。公寓超市6月16號星期日下晝1時舉行展銷會，售價有特別優惠及專車參觀浩天華庭、貴湖市及大學，請即致電905-513-6633萬錦地產預約。